The Create Goal interface is where goals originate. The first step in creating a goal is to give it a title. A title is a logical, descriptive name for what you plan to achieve. For this demonstration, I'll create the goal monthly sales. Next, you'll select the type of goal you are creating. The type selection drives the due date, so your selections are general, which is the default, daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annual. This selection will set the due date accordingly. Selecting weekly will set the due date to the Friday of the current week, monthly will set the due date as the last day of the month, and so on. As the title suggests, this is a monthly goal, so I will select monthly. This automatically sets the due date to the last day of the month, in this case, September 30th. This is essentially all you need to create a goal: title, type, and date due. So with the required values on the tab set, you can move on to the other tabs or just click Save if you are okay with the other default values, as we will define as we go through this example. Or you can add more detail to the goal with the optional features in the Details tab. The first optional field is Target Value. Target value is the numeric value you are trying to attain to complete your goal. This can be set as a plain number, percent, dollar, or hour value. In this example, we are obviously looking for a dollar value, and for monthly sales, let's say we want to reach $10,000. So I will put in the number. Target value is 10,000, and the dollar, and set the type to dollar. Now we'll move down through the form. Group goal is an advanced mechanism that allows you to group individual goals into logical groups for reporting on an aggregate basis. Goal groups can be used to track projects, assuming the project consists of a collection of goals that need to be completed by one or multiple users. You can record sales by a group, such as in this case, customer service ratings, and other such things where multiple people with individual goals round up or roll up into one figure or target you are trying to attain. Goal groups can be created in the Goal Groups area of the Data Analysis section of the program, which can be accessed by clicking on this button here. You should not link a goal to a goal group unless you are certain it should be linked. In this instance, our goal group, because we're doing monthly sales, we have a goal group annual sales, so we'll click that, and now all attainment values written to this goal by the individuals it's assigned to will then roll up to the annual sales dollars group goal. If this goal involves an appointment, I can simply add it to my calendar by clicking Add. Now we move on to the category and subcategory fields. These are customizable fields that clients can set and apply to goals based on their business needs. The labels and list values are completely customizable. You can change the label in the administration section by clicking here, and then you can select the list values, such as those that I have here, by clicking on the plus button to the right of each individual category list box. In this instance, I want my category. I've listed this as category, and because I want to record where within the organization this goal falls, I'm going to select sales and marketing. Again, these are completely customizable and are used in a number of different ways by all of our clients. So really, it might take some time to figure out exactly how you want to use them, but they have proven to be very valuable for most of our clients. We also have a predefined priority section that allows you to give a 1, 2, 3, or 4-star rating to each goal. 1 star means that it's neither essential nor pressing. 2 stars means that it's not essential, but it is pressing. 3 stars means it's essential but not pressing. And 4 stars means that it is both essential and pressing. Now, because I'm creating a monthly sales goal, it is only logical that I'm going to want to record values, say this $10,000 target and each individual's attainment towards $10,000 on a monthly basis. To do so, I would simply click the recurrence button here, and you will see that because I selected monthly on the goal details form, I am presented with a monthly recurrence values. So now I want to say that this is going to be due on the last day of every month. So what I'm going to do is type in 31, which indicates in the system that it should fall on the last day of every month, and it's every 1 month. I can also put other values in there if it's every 2 months, but in this case it's monthly sales, so it's I want to see the last day of every month. And I'm also going to say this is going to end on a certain date, and logically speaking, you might say it's December 31st of 2011, but for this example, why don't we just say that we're going to go down to October of 2012, so it's October 31st of 2012. I will save these values, and at that point, we will create an instance of this exact same goal every month for every individual the goal is assigned to. And we'll talk more about assignment in just a few minutes. You can also then come down here and add details to the goal. Like I could say this is for all products and services sold, please report total dollars. So that gives more direction to whoever receives this goal. Now we have two checkboxes down here, the first of which is very important to cover. The restrict goal edit permission is an important concept because H2 Goals follows an open goal construct, which means we generally believe that sharing goals with everyone and allowing anyone to update, edit goals is optional, is optimal. So the system by default is set to allow goals to be edited by anyone once they are created. To lock down a goal, simply select the restrict edit permission. When this is selected, only the person who created the goal and the person it is assigned to can actually edit the goal. I think in the case of monthly sales, it might make sense to lock this down, but you can also see if it's monthly sales and you work in an organization where various people may have access to a goal and may contribute to an individual's monthly sales, someone else could record values against it. So it might work in that instance. That's really up to you. So that basically concludes where we are in the details tab of a goal. Now we're going to walk through the other tabs. The attachment tabs is just as it sounds, allows you to attach electronic files to the goal. You can attach one, many, or none. The assignment tab is also very important. There are basically two things you're doing when you're assigning a goal. One is you're assigning it to an individual or individuals who are going to be responsible for the goal. In this case, the default selection, and in all cases to be exact, the default person is the person who's creating the goal. Because oftentimes people are creating their own goals. However, in this case, we have a manager, Haley, who is assigning a monthly sales goals, and it's logical to think that she may be assigning that to multiple individuals in the sales department. So in this instance, she could say, I want to assign it to individual employees, and I see that Ainsley and Devin are my sales associates, so I want to select them, and now this goal will be assigned to Ainsley and Devin. And to be exact, Ainsley and Devin will each receive an individual goal with the target values and the due dates for this. They do not share the goal, they each will have an individual instance of the goal. The share with concept basically means that you are determining here who gets to see the goal, who gets to view it, who gets to comment on it, so who will be updated when things happen against that goal. By default, again, given our open construct with goals, we by default say that everyone should see the goal. Everyone in the organization should see the goal. Obviously, as your organization becomes larger, you may not want it to work that way, but in the case of smaller groups, we just feel it's better to have everyone have access to it. Because what that allows them to do, as Ainsley and Devin report they just made a great sale or they're having problems doing something, as they comment on the progress with their goal, Others in the organization can register encouragement, say, hey, great job, or add other feedback that might be important. The Contact tab is used to create and link contacts within your Contact Manager to a goal. In the case of monthly sales, that's probably not all that useful, but in the case of a goal that is, I have a meeting with a certain client, or we need to contact someone at ABC Company, the contact can be very important when it comes to quick reference purposes when someone is going through their goals and needs to make a call or contact someone. They could simply get all the contact information from within the goals. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go and I'm going to, for the purposes of demonstration, going to say, okay, I'm going to look up, I started doing a search on Ajax. So this the quick search look here, let's look up anyone at Ajax Company. I want to have Greg Jones, so then Greg Jones information is populated here. The last tab is tracking, and that is null at this point, but when the goal is saved, the tracking information can be updated. And what tracking information is: status, in terms of this goal is in progress, it's on hold, it's where you make comments, it's also where you would record your attainment value and other sort of changeable components of a goal that you might make during your phase of attainment. So now what I will do is I'm just going to click Save and New because my goal is ready to go. And that goal then saves, and it tells you to save successfully, and you can now go and create a new goal. I could, of course, also save and update, which would allow me to create a goal and go right into the tracking values and save and close, which would have taken me right back to my goal list. That concludes creating a goal.